Dr. Jane Goodall, scientist and activist, said, "How is it possible that the most intellectual being that ever walked the planet is destroying its only home?"
Barack Obama, former US president, brought up his concern, saying, "We are the first generation to feel the effect of climate change and the last generation who can do something about it."
Sir David Attenborough, a British broadcaster, writer and naturalist, mentioned in one of his well-known documentaries, "The living world is a unique and spectacular marvel, yet the way we humans live on Earth is sending it into a decline."
Well, did you know that in 15 minutes the sun radiates as much energy as people use in all forms in an entire year? Yeah, that's right. Solar radiation is really an abundant source of energy. This is why the EU has been creating new policies to bring the PV cost down. Just in the last decade, this cost has decreased by 82%. Quite crazy, right? Nowadays, we can even say that solar energy is the most accessible renewable energy for households.
Actually, if we go deeper on this topic, in 2022, 43% of energy produced in the EU came from renewable sources. And that's more. In 2030, we expect this number to reach 69%. Now you may ask, where could we store all this energy? The only solution would rely on energy storage systems. Just so you have an idea, by 2030 in the EU, we would need a storage capacity of 200 gigawatts, which would be equivalent to the power of all the fossil fuel power plants currently running in Europe.
If we really want to change our future, what a better way to do it than to consider our daily habits? Well, let's talk about transportation. In 2022, in Norway, 4 out of 5 newly registered cars were electric. Norway has been ahead of this transition, but other European countries are following right behind. With the current growth rate, in just 5 years, the amount of EV cars sold will be more than double in Europe, from 2.5 to 5.5 million.
But what if we talk about the future of big-scale transportation? Yes, that's right. If we imagine heavy-duty trucks, cargo ships, or even aviation, those won't rely on electrical charging solutions but actually on hydrogen. This energy source is setting a stage for new important steps, and Europe is welcoming it with open arms. In 2022, nearly half of all large-scale green hydrogen projects were in Europe. This energy source is very important for our future, as it is estimated to satisfy 13% of global final energy demand by 2050.